So I told the team, obviously, I was very proud of their effort. Man, they fought hard. Offense took a little time to get going, but once they got going, they did a great job in the second half. Our defense played hard all day, all night. Just came up short in the end. So I told them I was so proud of their effort. We still have an opportunity. We're one game out of first place. We got 3 games left, and that's where the focus is going to be. And when they come back to work, we got a short week, no excuses, and we got to go get ready for the Green Bay Packers. Obviously, a great football team. But at the end of the day, I was very, very, very proud of the effort, fighting through the adversity that we had this week. Nobody batted an eye. Nobody made excuses, and we went out there and fought hard. As you guys know, Tack, unfortunately, was taken off the field as an ankle injury, and he'll be evaluated tonight, tomorrow morning, and you guys will get further updates on him.
Mike, how frustrating was it, despite how valiant your guys played, to hang in there, come back, and then not get that last first down, not get that final stop?
Yeah, I think that locker room right now is hurting, and that's the most I've seen it in that kind of pain. You're upset when you lose. Obviously, you're joyous when you win, but when you lose that type of game, that one's tough, and they're pretty down right now. So we'll have our job cut out for us this week in terms of coaches and getting them back up again and getting their spirits back up, because they're young people, and when you lose a game like that, a game that we felt like we should have won there at the end against a good football team, a very good football team, a well-coached football team, and they made the plays at the end. So and that's a credit to them.
Mike, the timeout to ice the kicker. Do you know you're going to do that, or is that a split-second call?
It's something you think about. I think, Daniel's a very good kicker, but kicking into the dog pound end, our defense was a little bit tired, I could tell. So I wanted to give Denzel and the other guys an opportunity to get a little bit of a rest. So part of it was icing and part of it was getting us ready to, get a little bit of a rest, get a 30, 45-second rest before we came after the kick again.
Mike, another missed field goal by Chase. What happened tonight?
They did a good job. He made the first one. He just didn't hit it as well the second one. And you got to make those kicks. And that's the expectation, is to make those type of kicks in that type of game, and he should have made it.
Mike, at what point did you know Joel was going to be the starting left tackle, and then how did he do tonight?
I don't know how he did in terms of how he'll grade out. I think it was probably a couple days ago we found out that we were going to move him over there. So I think he had 1 day of work there. The first time he's done that since college. So it's a credit to he and a lot of other guys who stepped up. Guys coming off the street and playing on special teams. Guys that are on practice squad were starting on defense. So to come out and play that hard under those circumstances, and I will never ever use that as an excuse, because they're good football players. We have a really good locker room. And, I want to give credit to our coaching staff for getting those guys ready. I want to give credit to our personnel staff, Andrew and his staff. They did a phenomenal job of bringing in people off the street to get ready to play. And these guys, a lot of the guys we were familiar with, but they came out and played hard tonight. So.
The fourth down touchdown pass, there's no discussion about kicking there, I assume.
Because, if there's 7-8 minutes left, maybe, but we were concerned that we may not get great field position. If they got a few first downs and punted the ball back to us, they got a good punter. We may not have had great field position going back. So to me, that was a no-brainer.
Is there conversation? Or
Oh,
do
of
you make
course.
that call?
Oh, no, there's conversations. Oh, sure. Oh, yeah.
Like, what did you see out of the defense on that last drive? Maybe unable to get to pressure on Derek when they needed to?
I think they came with pressure on the last one, and we came close. We thought we had it. And Derek made a great play. I mean, he's a heck of a quarterback. I don't know how many game-winning drives he has in his career, but I bet you there's a bunch of them. That was a good play by him.
Why do you think it took so long for Nick Chubb to get going?
Well, I think, we had a young quarterback who I thought did a good job, and it really came on in the second half. I just think it took a while for the offense to get going, but once they got going, then, we gave ourselves a chance to win.
The way Mullins held his calmness after that penalty on the Chubb TV, what does that say about him?
I think it says a lot about him. It says a lot about our whole offense, our offensive staff, and quite everybody, offensive line, and those guys did a great job. And when we knew it was, first and 20 at the 21-yard line, and we ended up scoring a touchdown. That's pretty rare, I would think. I don't know what the stats are, but that was a great drive at the end.
Mike,
Mike, you talk about how bad the locker room's hurting right now after a loss like that. I guess
Yeah.
in the next few days, with a short week too especially, what has to happen to try and bounce back from
It's
this?
almost like, it's actually a blessing that we have a short week, because now you just come back to work, you got a new opponent, and you you don't forget about that loss. It's hard to forget about that loss. You have to move on from it. But I think, my philosophy has always been, hey, let's go back to work. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep working and get ready for a really, really good football team on the road.
Did you talk to Stefanski after the game?
I have not talked to Kevin yet. I talked to him obviously before the game, and I will call him after this.
Could you tell Miles was really laboring with that, what looked like a leg injury?
Yeah, I think his groin's a little bit sore, but he's a tough guy. He fought through it like a lot of our guys.